trees that are falling. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare as well. So won't be long before this pathway disappears as well, when they start chopping these trees down that they've got taped off, marked off, ready to go. I mean, anybody that's not disabled, that can get their boots and shoes and socks and that all on easy. You could bring like waterproof shoes to slip on, cross over the burn, and then put your shoes back on when you get to the other side to walk along to the waterfall. But with me, it's a pain in the ass for me to get boots off and socks off and relace them up and everything. With being disabled, it's a nightmare. So it's not as easy for me. Right, out into the rain. Right. So if I pull my hood first onto my cap, and then pull my coat hood up. How are you, man? Looks like a bloody police van, doesn't it? Right. Trying to keep myself dry as possible for this journey. So obviously where you see the road going uphill round and round S Bend, going up to the top of the hill there, that's the way you go off to the outdoor activity centre, I think. So basically when you get around this corner on the main road, you don't veer off to the left, you don't go anywhere, you just go straight up basically. That's the easiest way to get to the waterfall. So even though I've got my time lapse running at the moment, it's not going to be very nice or very good because the amount of rain that just drops on your windscreen, just our droplets of rain running down when you're trying to watch the video. But I'll still put it up on my YouTube channel with a bit of nice, soft, easy listening music to it. So if you look up there to the right, you can see a bit of a brick wall. So basically you'd have to walk along the side of that brick wall after climbing over that wire fence and just go to the top end. Then eventually you'll get onto the grass track that takes you up. Because at the top there, at the end of the tree line, down there to the right, that's where that old bit of a ruined building is that you walk past on the grass track. But it's annoying when you come out to do these walks and you kind of go at the normal path that you know where you're going, when it's just down to a simple thing of trees being fallen down and haven't been chainsawed off yet. It takes some ages to get up to doing it. Come with a chainsaw and cut them all in half so they drop down so you can just step over them. That's all it takes. Right, so that's where you drive down into the car park, I think. There's disabled parking down there as well, for the likes of me. And that's where you start the colour trails, like red, blues and yellows. When you get down to the bottom, it'll tell you on the board, the information board, which way to go. can't remember the T-junction at the bottom, like, so you must just go partly down the track there and bear off to the right and go over there. We can see the notice board over there at the left, look. And that's where you can see the burn down to the left. So the other way to get down to the car park is this next left turn here now. Right, so that's looking back to the car. Now I could drive up here and go right along to the steel bridge and just go beyond it, then turn around in that passing place, then go into the trees, and if I can get across to the waterfall, great. If not, I mean, my car's just there, I'll jump back and just head back out of here. Disappointed. Because when you get down and follow the burn along where you've got to cross over to go left to the waterfall, it's awkward as hell for me. So annoying. Right, what's that saying there? Well, that's saying the main car park, so that's the main way you go down into it by car. Now sometimes these wooden gates are shut as well, so you can only go so high up, and they're shut and then you've got to turn around and come back. It's open now because obviously on Sundays there's no harvesting going on, there's no workmen working on the trees. Tree harvesting going on. Obviously I know my way around here now because I've been backwards and forwards to here a few times now, and I've been up in the van and we got so far and we got to a lock gate and I had to turn round a 3-point turn on a very thin road to come back down out the forest. That was the first or second time we come up here. Bloody sick. So that grass track that I normally go up comes across here on an angle and meets this track higher up on the corner. It comes at it from the right on an angle. But you kind of get along there now, as you've seen, with all the snap trees and falling out. I washed the car yesterday tea time before I come up, so I didn't really want to come up these kind of tracks anyway because your car gets manky, full of mud coming up the mud guards and splashing up the side of you, the front door area and the wheels, front wheels. It just gets caked on with mud. I went to bed last night at midnight and I woke up 11 minutes past 5 this morning. I think I jumped up and just started getting ready straight away to come out. So the video I watched of people that come up to see the Wolf Club waterfall here after they went past the cottages and put on video those bikes that's tied to the fences. They must have went straight ahead past all the cottages and went around that private road, then found where the old coach houses are and went in the grounds of the old ruins. Now I hesitate to say the guy on the video is a guy, but he's, let's say, effeminate, makeup on and nail varnish and all that kind of stuff. That'll let you know. And he comes with his friend, a woman, with the dogs. And they get to the waterfall, then start ducking underneath the water coming down, and let it trickle over the heads and body. Right. So if you look across the right where I was going through those trees, just over there to the right, like I say, you come out you come up, and there's a grass path coming along. Just the other side of that, it looks like a railway mound. Just over the top of that and down below, and it's coming across on an angle to meet this track higher up. And if you go to the main car park and you follow the red trail, it brings you up and over here. You cross over this road that goes off to the left, then you just go straight ahead again. But all the red trail going up towards where the waterfall is, where I go, that's all like blocked off with trees. The pathway doesn't exist properly. It's hard to walk along, and you've got to keep crossing over the burn, cross back, cross over, cross. I thought, nah, sod that. So I found the easiest and most direct route to get to it, the way I'm going now. But like I say, normally I go through the trees there first, which is ideal for when the weather's like this. Keep the rain off you. So I'm so pleased I put my leg gaiters on and all, because obviously when you walk through long grass, your legs get bloody soaking. And this weather doesn't look like it's in a hurry to stop. Might drop enough like come dinner time. Right, so I think just here on the left is where that road goes along and goes off to the outdoor activity centre in Craik Forest. I think so. Don't quote us on that, but I'm just going straight up all the way to the bridges. But the red trail, when you come off from the car park, it comes up here and it crosses over this road. Now I can't remember if you turn left, then right, continue up and follow the red track, or turn right and then left. I can't remember. So I mean, it's ages since I've done any of the coloured trails. Well, this weather's just a disaster. Oh, man. Right. My camera's absolutely soaking already. Right, where's that little tissue I had? So here's the first passing place after you come through that gate, and as you can see, the road is a bit of an S-bend, which is continued up again. You've got to ask yourself, why do I put myself through this? But it's nice to be out in the fresh air, quiet, peaceful, listening to the birds singing, and just take in the countryside. So you can see the cars parked back there, look. And if you look, there's the cottages off to the left, and the workshop where the bloke does all the cars and he's got his equipment. Bloody hell, man. Right, so this is where that road goes off to the left that you can see from the car, going right up the hill. As notices tell you where they go to, here on the left. Yeah, there on that signpost it's in Craik Outdoor Centre, so that's the way you go. Craik Car Park. James Jones contract number, blah 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 blah. So looking at this, Red Trail alternative walk, return to car park. So I think, like I say, when you come up from the main car park and you take the Red Trail, it brings you up here and you meet the road here further along. Then I think you turn left, go further away from yourself, and then there's an arrow pointing up. Then you come up through the second half the trees. Then eventually you come down from the trees and it drops down to the bridges where I'm going now. What's this? This section of the Roman and Rivas Trail is closed for harvesting operation. Please follow the diversion. Roman and Rivas diversion. So it's happening in Craik Forest, like Northumberland where I come from, and it's also happening in Scotland. So if you look straight ahead at over the ridge of the trees, you can see that bit of a communications tower. Right, the rain's subsiding a bit, thank God. And here's a reverse point, or another alternative pathway down off. That one's locked, you can't get up that way. There's a path coming along here, so one of that would take you to where I've just come trying to get through, where all the trees is over. Take you to the past the wire fence. I'm not going to go back down there. I just want to get to where the waterfall is now, hopefully. Right down around this S bend, and eventually